Hi guys, Hammer here from Data Stream and bringing you another episode of my Football Manager 2021 solo series, episode 5 now this one is. If you haven't caught up with the previous 4, there will be a playlist appearing in the top right hand corner of the screen just about now. If you click on that, it will take you to the playlist where the previous 4 episodes will be. Have a quick catch up with those, drop some comments, I'll read those, hit a like, I would really appreciate that, and then you can come back to this episode and see how this gets on. So in the meantime, there we are, 4th place in the league so far after not a bad start to the season. Sheffield United up first away from home. So as per usual, let's hit the schedule, see what's coming up on this video. So 6 Premier League games and a cup quarter final away to Arsenal. That'll be tricky. So let's crack on. First game at Sheffield United away. Some great ratings throughout the team with the exception of Jesse Lingard, the only one there to be getting it under an average of 7. Don't think I'll make any changes because I won all 3 of my games on the last video. Spoiler alert, but still go back and watch it and see how I got on in those 3. When you've got a winning team, it's not really too much to say. You don't want to complicate things, you don't want to overcomplicate things. Just keep it calm. Now with these pre-match, I should say, press conferences, when you're talking about a different team, it's not even the opposition team, you're kind of hesitant to answer them, but you said like there's 5 options to choose from. You know, which one do you give? You don't want to end up boosting them. Obviously, ideally, if they're a rival, you want them to lose, so you want to say something that might get into their heads, but ultimately you'd rather be talking about your own team or your own match or your own players even. But those kind of ones get thrown in every so often, but yeah, they do annoy me. Anyway, on with the game. Sheffield United away. Any real life West Ham fan will tell you that not so many good experiences are going to Bramall Lane. Bit of a ongoing rivalry between the 2 clubs going all the way back to 2006 with the Carlos Tevez saga. You may or may not remember that. They're in. Any Sheffield United fans watching this video will surely have enjoyed that. Shocking defending though, absolutely shocking. All over the top. Defence, I think the defence have tried to play offside and have just got it wrong. Basically, absolutely got it wrong. He is onside, but yeah, it's been played. You see the defenders pushed up, but he's just timed it wrong, mistimed it. That's what happens. Look at him, he's unmarked. 2-0, we've barely played a quarter of an hour. 2-0 down already. Just demand more from the players rather than tear into them. I mean, defender stopped there on the 6-yard line, but something does close them down. It's past to Egan, who's just got as much time as he likes to whip it across, and McBurney is basically stood on the goal line, heading that in. Yeah, so not the best start. Let's put Sheffield United up into the top 10 now, 9th place. Still sitting in 4th. Incidentally, I'd rather, looking at those fixtures coming up today, rather than would I rather Man United beat Leeds because Leeds are below us with a game in hand. But then if I do go on to lose this, I'll be 3 points further back from Man United if they win. Do you do that? When you, those that play this at home, do you think about the other team's results and how they would reflect on your results? Do you think of how much you've got to gain on them? If you end up with a couple of games in the hand, you think, well, if I win these two, that gives me 6. Think, just me? Surely not just me. I'd love you to drop your thoughts in the comments. How do you play it? Are you a serious football manager? Do you not even watch the highlights? Do you just quick play it, skip it through? No interaction with it at all? I'd love to know. Well, there's absolutely no second half highlights whatsoever. Take off heart, he's not having the best of games. Final 5-10 minutes, still not a single highlight to be had. So this is, oh, here we go, we got a free kick. Maybe a consolation goal coming up. But right, I like the late goal. Can you get one here? Oh, ooh, was it in? Goal line technology says no. So a defeat it will be by the looks of things. There we go. And nobody really played well. A couple of bookings as well. Thrash the arms, tell them I'm far from pleased. Again, the post-match interview, you don't really want to tear into there too much. We are on a good run, we are still sitting in 4th place, so we want to keep that going. We don't want morale to drop. It's going to be defeats along the way. So yeah, 2-0 defeat Sheffield United in the first game. Not the best of starts, but Leicester up next, another away game. So join us back here as we try to get ourselves back on the track. So Leicester next, as I say, away from home, back-to-back away games at the start of December. As it turned out, Leeds got a fairly decent result against Manchester United, so we've now dropped out of the top 4. We're down into 5th, into those sort of Europa League places, but I'll be happy with that still. Get European football, I will be happy with that. So we'll crack on, we'll get into the Leicester game. Up, not really found his form of late, so Rui Diaz, we'll give him a start. Let's put Areola in goal. No giggling in the back. We'll see how he gets on. His debut, in fact, I think it'll be. Just with a youngster. I'm not. Yeah, 2 changes there. The Rui Diaz and Areola in. Just to give him games, if anything. Not too disappointed in Fabianski. Not totally blaming him for the 2-0 defeat. Just poor defending, if anything. Need to work on the old offside trap. Weirdly though, December is the time in game that I dread, because it's always that busy month, as it is in real life. You get those games around Christmas, sort of Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, then you get the one usually sort of New Year's Eve or the day before. So very busy, and then when you experience it in this game and you have a few injuries or out of form players, you hit a bad patch and it can spiral. So don't really want to be getting back-to-back defeats and have my kind of good start ruined, really. Leicester further down the table than Sheffield United were. It's all over the top. It's another early goal. We just can't seem to settle into a match. And it seems to be another ball over the top. Lifted over. Just sprints through. Trying to demand more. Not a shot to be had by our boys as yet. It's probably half an hour. We're down 13th, 14th. That currently puts them up into 10th place. Leicester, they'll be pushing for Europe. There it again. Get this away. That's a good ball. Go on. Oh, at least they've had a shot. I do hate when you get a highlight this close to half time. Can you think, if there's a goal coming, you fuming? Do we not concede? Or do? Just as I was saying, literally seconds away from half time, you can go in 1-0 down. Just try and encourage the boys to go out and get an equaliser, take a point out of the game. You go in 2-0 down, whole different story. Well, they weren't. They weren't too keen on my reaction. But, you know, tough. They're the ones out there having to perform. That's no goal scored, 4 conceded in a game and a half already. It's not good enough. After kind of really having no trouble really scoring goals up to this point. Now struggling to score. Really don't want back-to-back defeats. Come on, get something, anything. Praise them. We'll praise them because they're trying to get back into it. There we go, Diop. We are back into it. Good early start in the second half. Well, short corner routine. That just kind of ricocheted all over the place, didn't it? In Diop is just there to tuck it away. Oh, here we go. Now I can encourage. Come on, boys. One more goal. Back in it. One more goal. Anybody? Again, another second half with very few highlights. Just the one highlight, and that was the goal. Wow. It was an action-packed first half, and then absolutely nothing in the second half seems to be. But another defeat. This is not going well, guys. I gotta say to you. 2 games out of my 7, and I've lost them both. Five defeats now. 3 up to this, well, before the start of this video. Now 2 on the bounce. Southampton at home next. Let's get ourselves back to winning ways with the home game, shall we, with Southampton? Let's get ourselves back up into that top 4 if we can. I can't stomach a 3rd defeat in a row. So join us back here in a few seconds, and we will play Southampton at home and see how we get on. So Southampton at home has come around already. We have dropped further down the table now into 7th. Started the video just 2 games ago happily in 4th. Now we're not so happily in 7th. A downpour at the London Stadium. Great. Here we are. 7th place. Really need to get ourselves back into winning ways. There are Southampton just outside the bottom 3, so you know what's coming. Yeah, we'll win this fairly comfortably. But yeah. But pulling out on the right there, see how he does back in the team. 4 hours in the team, back up front. Antonio got his goal against Burnley the last video. Spoiler alert. But we drop him to the bench. Benoit will drop to the bench. Cannot stress enough to the players how this needs to be a win. Actual decent home record. Lost to Leeds, actually. You remember beginning of the season, a couple of games in. But after that, we've beaten Arsenal here, we've beaten Chelsea here, so some good results. So we'll go attacking against a team that's, well, albeit just outside the bottom 3. There is 3 or 4 point difference between themselves and Newcastle. Injury to Southgate, that's not what I want, but luckily I have a replacement, Ademi, who just sat out the last few games. I do like the Southgate-Rice partnership. Ademi is very adept at sitting in there, more than capable. Go on, yes, he's back in the team, we're back in the goals. Good start. Ademi involved in it. 4 nails. Look at that little spin, track back spin. Bottom corner. What are we checking for? A tight offside, isn't it? Clearly not. Carry on. Just embarrassing yourselves. This brings us back up in the 4th with that goal. Keep going, go on then, square it, tap. Oh no. Oh. And yes, the up again. We're not entirely sure how that went in. Bowen with a free kick there, the up the far post, header. A legit goal, just before half time. And they're checking for another title, so ooh, do you know what? That one's certainly a tighter than the previous one they checked. But a goal nonetheless. And for once, it's us that are 2-0 up at half time. And Diop, who doesn't score too many, is now scored in back-to-back games. If should. If the defenders are popping up and scoring, you're doing something right. 2-0 scoreline is that tricky one though. If Southampton get their next goal, as in the Leicester game, you kind of sit in squeaky bum. You get another one, it's all level, you've thrown it away. So you kind of need the next goal. I thought it was coming there. Arsenal currently losing at home to Brighton. Newcastle did take the lead at home to Leicester, they're now losing. Oh, he's in there. Oh. Encourage them. Let's drop that down to positive. Been attacking for about an hour, we don't want to wear them all out. Arsenal though, equalised. When do I go to the bench? Let's do it now, take 4 hours off. You normally go? Yeah. Can play on that side. Play Fredericks at left back. What? Oh, I suppose we should see this through. Yes! Yes. And some over 7s. Well, Fredericks wasn't long enough to get a rating, but still, we get time on the pitch. Everybody happy, inspired, happy. That's what I like to see. Very pleased with that result. Get ourselves back to winning ways. Especially as we got Tottenham up next. Which again is another one that West Ham fans watching will know there's a rivalry there. Soucek, well, he's out for a while. He's gonna miss a couple of months. Torn hamstring. 2-3 months is not really what you want. So we'll miss Soucek for 2-3 months. Let's put the old arm around him. Make him a promise he'll still get playing time. Because he will. He's an important player. It just means that Ademi will have to just fit into his position, but up into 4th place. Happy with that, back on track. Tottenham at home in the next game. It's trying to get ourselves back-to-back wins. That'll be great. So join us back here a couple of seconds for the Tottenham game. So 3 games down, 3 to go, with a Carabao Cup game sandwiched in the middle. Winning 2 defeats so far. Still back on track a little bit. We've dropped down to 6th place now in the league, with those playing games in hand getting some decent results. Tottenham at home, London derby, middle of December. Declan Rice has picked up a knock. We'll put not Mark Noble back there, so you remember he's going to be out for the next couple of months, so Ademi can sit in his position. Just need to put someone on the bench in his place. I'll probably keep Fornals and left bone on the right. I'll keep Lingard in behind Arp. I remember they got that clean sheet. Didn't have the best of games against Leicester, really. But clean sheet against Southampton. Yeah, that changes. No. West Ham, Tottenham. always one to look forward to. Home advantage, we have to make that count as well. Back-to-back wins would be nice. Going into the quarter-final, which against Arsenal is not going to be easy. Place in the semi-final to win a cup in my first season would be amazing. Be West Ham's first trophy in 40 years. All the managers that have come and gone haven't managed to do it. I'll pop in my first season. Yeah, we'll just have the Carabao Cup, thanks. Yeah, so that would be nice, but we have to get the Arsenal out of the way first in the quarter-final, which, as I say, that's not going to be easy by any stretch. Recent form, 3 wins, 2 defeats. Tottenham's recent form, 4 wins and a draw. Obviously, slightly better form than myself. They're down there, 9th. They are below me. Not too many points difference though. See how this one goes. Just don't concede early, like we have done recently, or the first two games of the video we did. Oh, that's a good save. Do you know what? Probably even at this point, I know it's still early in the game, I'll take a home draw. Actually, haven't drawn a game yet this season. This could be the perfect time to do it. Take a home draw if we can't win. Won that back well. Knocking it around, this is good. Need to create something out of it. Look at this. Oh, don't know what that was. Basically giving the ball back to them. Nice tackle. End-to-end stuff, this one, though, just what you want from a London derby. Hang on, he's in here. Oof, Harry Kane. As quick and as simple as that. Misplaced pass, there's one header, one touch, one ball over the top. He's in the 18-yard box. From their half to the 18-yard box in a matter of seconds. Actually propels them above me. I did say they weren't too many points behind. No ref, no ref. Everyone holding their breath. Penalty awarded. Come on, Alphonse. Oh, he has saved it. He has saved the penalty. Get in. Whew. Still in it. Maybe not go attacking though, because they seem to be catching us out. Oh, chase it. Oh, we actually look at goal line technology from a penalty. Okay. Okay, but it's only 1-0. We had a penalty saved, so we are still in this. Quite a few anxious looking just players out there. A couple in danger of being booked. One else, one of them, so we'll take him off, replace him with Young, and then go. The guard again is not playing well. Not some great ratings, but we have only had just the one shot in that entire first half. It wasn't even on target. That needs to change if we're going to get back into it. At the moment, like one of the attacks are tapping. It's 2-0. I was just saying, it's for the last game, the Southampton game, how good our home record has been, and just the Leeds defeat. I'm checking the time. You'd probably want that given as offside, but it's never going to happen, so. 2-0 at home. Let's berate the team, let's try and get some ratings up. Can play better. Yarmolenko's can he do something with it? Off throw in. Which clearly came to nothing. So I started this video fourth. We dropped after the first two games and got ourselves back up there after the third game, and now we're just clutching on to the Europa League places as it stands. Get rid of it. Yep. Put Mickey Antonio up front. 4 bookings for my boys so far. Two-0 defeat again, it looks like. Already 2-0 defeats this month. Hang on. I had to say it, didn't I? Why didn't I just keep quiet? Not even watch that replay. Wow. Let's hope that the Southampton win wasn't just a little blip. That's now 3 defeats in 4 games. I only won 3 all season before December. I've now lost 3 in 4 games. With the cup games to come up next. We don't really want to be dropping too far down the table after this good start to the season. We want to keep ourselves up around these places. Yeah, we'll not bother with that. So, yeah, look at that. Just the 1 green in amongst those 4 games for Southampton. The Southampton win. Not too many reds up to this point. The Liverpool away defeat. Well, Man City lost at home 1-0. So yeah, Arsenal away the Cup quarter final next. Let's see if we can get a win there. Join us for that one. So I made an absolute boo-boo and played the Arsenal Cup game without recording it. Yeah, I know. But as you can see, we won. And on penalties as well. Yay. And that's given us Southampton in the semi-final. We just beat recently at home. You can see below there we had Millwall. So Diop suspended, too many yellow cards. Southampton suspended, too many yellow cards. So Dawson can come in, Fredericks can come in. Means putting 2 different people on the bench. Find my defenders. Who we actually got that's fit. Declan Rice and Cresswell, I suppose. Keep Noble in for this game, shall I? Yeah. I will show you the more detail of the Arsenal game, but yeah, can't believe I've done that. Played the game, and after it finished, remember then that I hadn't even recorded it. But yeah, well chuffed. Very happy with the win. Finished 1-1, got down to penalty shootout, which ordinarily as a neutral I enjoy watching a penalty shootout, but when it's my team involved, you're behind cushions, you're behind your fingers. Don't like it, but yeah, very ecstatic with the win, and it gets us into the semi-final as well. Again, I'll show you the upcoming schedule, what happens, but as it is, West Bromwich Albion away here. Oh, Masuaku! Absolutely, it's us with an early goal. Look at that, just barely a minute on the clock. Short corner doesn't always usually get played out to this side of his rifle. Look at that. For a left back. A good start after the heavy home defeat to Tottenham. A few words were said. Fifth league game of this video, and the 3rd one to be away from home. And the last game Everton is also away, so 4 of the 6 games are away, which also makes me dread the month even more. There's 2 of them at home. West Brom bottom of the league. They've been getting beaten left, right and centre, so there's a chance for us to try and try and get some goals on the board. Get another victory. Just our 2nd one this month it will be. I thought he was going to give a penalty there. It was a free kick. Thankfully comes to nothing. Gets a half-time 1 up. Yeah. Not the person you would have put any money on being the first goal scorer. But Masuaku it was. He's given us the lead. Declan can replace the Davis. Davis had a good game. Antonio can replace Burren. Probably should have replaced Noble with a yellow card, but he's professional enough. not to get himself sent off. We hope. Oh, is Declan Rice is in here? Oh, Declan Rice first of the season. Wow, what a finish. Inspired substitution there, you see. Inspired. Quickly do this before we see the replay. Dribbles in. Just tucks it in the bottom corner. What a finish. A little bit of breathing space. Give it to Masuaku. Can you do it again? Ooh! Harp is back on the goal. Yeah, I can't see why that one can't stand. He did go to Masuaku, he didn't want the shot, he's giving it back to Rice, lifts it in, keeper's parried it. Harp just taps it in, why not, thank you very much. 3-0. Very happy. We'll go defensive. We'll just keep a clean sheet if we can. Ooh, up into 5th. Masuaku. Oh, 2 in the same game from the left back. 4-0 away from home. Wow. Where's the no ball? There's Arthur. Through a crowd of people actually in off the post. Nice. Lingard again. I don't know if he doesn't like that position. I'm trying to get him used to it. He doesn't get too many ratings though. Like high as 7s, anything like that. Yeah. Such a positive result, it really was. Happy and surprised that Masuaku popped up on the score sheet, scoring twice. Yeah, happy with that then. A 4-0 win away from home against West Bromwich Albion. Up into 5th place, the Europa League places. Be somewhere where we'd want to finish come the end of the season. Let's praise Arthur. Doesn't score very often to get 2 in the same game. Happy with that. Most definitely. So, last game of the video. Coming up, Everton away, yet another away game. Let's get another win before January and see how we go with that one. So, see you in a bit. So, Everton away, just 2 days have passed since the very good 4-0 win away at West Bromwich Albion. This is a bit probably real, but managers don't like not much time really to do any training with the players. It's just travelling one place to another, preparing for your next game. So the risk is, do I stick with the same team? Well, they'll know. Put Cresswell in at left back, despite Masuaku scoring twice. Southampton was able to come back in with his suspension. And Livakovic is in goal. So you'll see there massive changes. Antonio in, Rice in, Benrahma back in. He's missed a few with 4-0s, taking his place. So something really that probably David Moyes in real life and West Ham fans in real life would complain about is the squad depth. I'm lucky to some degree have that. Players that ideally you want multiple players for each position, I've got Cresswell left back on the back, I've got Frederick super right back, a couple of centre back options, I've got Rice, Soucek, Damon Noble, so 4 options in centre mid or defensive mid. So winger options, not too bad, just striking Antonio and Arp really. Tashi's not played too many. There's a chance here, Lanzini! Well, it was conceded early goals was the issue at the start of this video, but now towards the end we're scoring early goals, and I've got to say I'm loving it. Lanzini, one of those that's come in. Free kick chance here, Cresswell. Oh! Anything Mazuaku can do at left back, Cresswell matches it. Yeah, the keeper's not reaching that, is he? Well, 7 minutes gone, 2-0 up away to Everton, and again they're a low league team, 16th at the minute, which is a shock. It's still one of those games that's a banana skin. Goodison Park, it's a fortress, as they say. Well, that's 3. Diop again back in the goals. Oh, hang on. Oh, they're disallowing it. That could have been his 3rd goal this month. They're giving offside. Really? Really? Obviously, goalkeeping options as well. Fabianski, Ario, and Livakovic. Give him a game. Hasn't really had too much to do, thankfully. Oh, it's just wide. It's coming up to half time then. Can we hold on? 2-0. Yes. Definitely much happier towards the end of this video with the way the results have gone. The cup win over Arsenal. Again, I forgot to record a heavy win at West Brom, and the way that this is going, don't want to speak too soon, but the way this is going could be another win. 3 wins, 3 defeats over the course of the 6 Premier League games. See what changes I can make. Actually, if Fornells, I'll replace him today. If Fornells can play centre mid, probably not as a box midfielder though. He's a little bit better as an advanced playmaker. Obviously, as you know, I've played him out on the left wing for a couple of games when I dropped Benrahma, but he's actually having a good game today, so I'll keep him in. Yarmolenko. I was going to replace Antonio, but best not. It's a good save. Good save as Damari Gray tries to replicate what Cresswell did. Can we get rid of this? There we go. Could do with a 3rd goal. Oh, look at this one-touch stuff. Lovely. Can we get something at the end of it? Come on up. It's just come off Lanzini. What a goal that would have been to finish off that lovely little move. Still need a 3rd though. Really don't want them to be getting the next goal. Not too much happening though in terms of highlights. Again, there's been a couple of games like that. Let's just cheat and pause it while we make our subs, just in case anything happens. One throw in. Keep it going. He's off. Cresswell! Second of the game. What is it about the left backs? Masuaku gets 2 in the last game. Cresswell, there he is, screaming for it. Runs onto it and just lashes it past the goalkeeper. 2 for him. I'll be happy with that on a personal level, being a Liverpool fan. Let's try and keep a clean sheet, coming, boys. Oh. Not to be. Oh well, I don't think the victory's in it any doubt, but the clean sheet would have been nice. Keeper barely made an attempt to dive and save that, did he? We'll definitely take the win. Happy with the win at 3-1 away. 7 goals scored in the last 2 games. A vast improvement on the way the month started off. Cresswell's got to get praised for banging in 2 goals. So yeah, we're very pleased with that result. Have to be. Keeps us on the verge of Champions League places, but quite secure in the Europa League places. Arsenal won away at West Brom, Tottenham beating Villa at home. Quite the cracker going on at Selhurst Park. Quite a few emails to get through. Man United is at the first game next month, but as per usual, let's just run through how the video went. Sheffield United defeat, obviously Leicester defeat, Southampton the win, sandwich in between another defeat, heavy home to Tottenham. But the last 3 games, the Arsenal penalty shootout win, winning 2 away from home there, scoring 7, conceding 1. Next month the semi-final is Southampton at home, Millwall at home, FA Cup 3rd round. So 5 Premier League games, 2 Cup games, another 7 on the cards, potentially 8 for beat Millwall. The 4th round I imagine will be sandwiched somewhere between Palace and Leeds, sometime usually between at the end of January. So a busy month coming up next month, but that is the end of this video. I've got to be happy with how it's gone towards the end. 3 wins, 3 defeats in those 6 games. A couple that I would have preferred not to have lost the Tottenham game. Again, it's home. You take it. There's ones that will be won that you might have thought we would lose. Looking at Arsenal, Chelsea home games. So yeah, overall, I'm happy with that. The board seemed to be with a B- rating. Things are still going well. So just leaves me to say thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have also enjoyed it as well. Do hit that like button. It will mean a lot to me personally and to the channel as a whole. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Click that notification so you don't miss anything. The next episode will be uploaded in around about a week's time. Keep your eye out on the social media for that. Keep an eye on YouTube for that coming as well. Watch that. Do drop some comments. I'll get back to you as well. In the meantime, take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye guys.